And we're back in the 66 kilo GMP division. Decky McAleenan of Torres Jiu-Jitsu fighting in the black shorts with the pink trim. Squares off against Paul McCarron, Monaghan MMA, in the black trunks. Referee Peter Lavery has given them their final instructions. And we're underway here in the Ulster Hall in Belfast, Northern Ireland for Clan Wars 12.
Yep, the crowd have already been treated to some great fights, and we're only 4 fights in, and watching the amateurs. Looks like this night's just getting better and better.
With every fight, absolutely. McAleenan starts to set the pace early, but pondering in some leg kicks, staying on the outside of the range. Paul McCarron looks like he's trying to get on the inside, as he does, and clinches up against the fence.
McAleenan looking for a guillotine possibly from that position.
As McCarron continues to drive toward the fence, he hoists him into the air, looking for a big slam, but denied.
Oh, and that guillotine is on. McAleenan drives his hips in and looks to finish that choke.
McAleenan says, I know that trick also, and goes for a guillotine of his own.
Carron switches tries to switch to the single leg, doesn't have the success. Dangerous guys with the wiry arms like that can really put a choke on fast.
He's taking one hand out, has Decky McAleenan, as he looks to turn his back off the fence. Still deep around the neck though. That has to be a worry for Paul McCarron, Jay.
Yep, he's got to keep his posture, look up, back straight, and try and avoid that choke getting sunk any deeper.
Working hard for the takedown is Paul McCarron. And
that's a dangerous position to fall into. That choke is on tight here, Mark.
We could be looking at a guillotine finish possibly, Jay. It looks quite deep in the position here.
McCarron looking to fight the arm, which is the right thing to do, but that arm looks deep. He's doing a good job of defending so far.
McCarron keeping his cool, manages to work out of that threatening guillotine. He's got his head free now, starting to land some strikes in the guard.
Yep, that feeling of relief when you pop your head out of a choke, you know, it's a good one, and now he can really start to try and attack from the top position. Not too active from the guard so far, but he's looking to posture up and really rain down with some strikes.
McCarron maintaining the position well up against the fence here, keeping McAleenan from having too much room to maneuver. Landing some nice short left hands there from the guard.
McAleenan is doing a good job of just, you know, not taking much damage so far. If he can ride this position out and get to a better position without sustaining much damage, then he'll have done a good job.
So already we're past Decky McAleenan's last fight time. He won his last match in 37 seconds by guillotine that time as well.
Up kicks from that position are always dangerous. And McAleenan really looking to throw some heavy lever as he gets back to his feet, teeing off with some big shots. Saved by the bell there, I think, Mark.
An excellent way to punctuate the end of the round there for McAleenan.
And the crowd just exploded with that flurry of punches.
So this is Decky McAleenan's second fight. And as I said, his last fight he won in 37 seconds. So I guess for him the second round could be the deeper rounds.
Yep, there's always that risk when you've been finishing fights in the first round, or indeed being finished in the first round. You don't know if you've got what it takes left in the tank when it goes to these second and third rounds. It's hard work for these guys, so I guess we'll have to see what it comes out with in round 2.
Absolutely, Jay. Both men breathing heavy, but you could hardly believe them. They said quite a hectic pace, a lot of clinch work, a lot of attempted takedowns, defenses from a couple of guillotines. Really exciting first round. Do you have somebody ahead?
Maybe for the takedown, the top control, you might have put McCarron just slightly ahead in that one. Although it was McAleenan that finished strong with a huge flurry of punches. There's more time to let them separate themselves in round 2 though.
Yeah, the first round opens a lot like, the second round opens a lot like the first, with some, and a big right hand attempted there by Decky McAleenan. Just falls short of the mark this time.
For me, McCarron looks a little stiffer of the two in the striking range. Quite robotic, really tight, whereas McAleenan looks quite relaxed.
And quite a leg kick landed just a moment ago by McAleenan. McCarron drives against the fence now, looking for the takedown.
Similar to what we saw in round 1. Not allowed to grab that fence though, McAleenan. He'll get a warning.
And Peter Lavery was all over that, getting ready to speak to the fighter. But it looks like McAleenan's looking for another guillotine here. So he tries to work his left hand in and link the two.
That right arm is under the neck. That's got to be an uncomfortable position for his opponent. But again, McCarron manages to pop his head out.
Great poise under pressure shown by Paul McCarron.
Yep, some people, you know, may have the inclination to quit when they're in a tight spot. McCarron so far has been in a couple of deep chokes. He's managed to work his way out of both of them. And now he's got a real dominant position with that arm trapped.
Yep.
If he could just take his opponent away from the cage to eliminate that wall walk, then he's going to have a good chance of landing some heavy strikes with that arm trapped in this crucifix position.
And setting up a crucifix position, as you said, Jay, is Paul McCarron, fighting out of Monaghan, where he makes his home. Starting to land some strikes now from the benefit of this crucifix.
Yep, not the most powerful strikes from that position, but when your opponent's defenseless, you know, a little shot after little shot can really mount up.
McAleenan fighting back, looking to regain his own position. He has his feet on the cage wall to try and gain some leverage.
He's freed his arm at least, which puts him in a better spot than he was in previously.
Paul McCarron moving around into north-south position now. Still upright and looking to land some strikes. Firm right hand to the body there as he tries to take mount. And he does.
Great position for some ground and pound here from McCarron. Let's see if he can make use of it. Nice work from the bottom by McAleenan of moving his head and dodging any of the big shots. McCarron counters that by holding the back of the head and letting some heavy right hands fly there.
Some big shots coming in from McCarron now. Referee Peter Lavery's on top of the action.
Yep, a very experienced referee. He's seen it all before, so you know he knows when he needs to step in.
Yeah, it looks like McAleenan is trying to get away from the barrage now by turning his back. He's leaving an arm extended. Is there a chance there for McCarron?
He needs to try and trap a leg and work to half guard. He's not really advancing his position on the bottom. You know, the referee's going to be watching very closely. Let's not forget these guys are amateurs and not pros, so the benefit of the doubt will go with the attacker.
It looks like McAleenan's been saved by the bell. Referee Peter Lavery allowed the match to continue right up to the buzzer. And now the two are going to go back to their corners and come out for the next. Do you think that McAleenan's going to have enough left in the tank to come back after that?
He's sustained a lot of punishment there towards the end of that second round. You know, his spirits will be down, but with a minute's rest and an experienced corner there in Damien Rooney, he might be able to come out for the third, you know, with a different tact. And if he can stay off his back, there's every chance he still can make an impression in this fight. But what a round there for McCarron.
Absolutely. McAleenan actually started his martial arts journey with karate, but he kept getting disqualified for punching people too hard in competition. So he thought MMA might be a bit more suited to his natural temperament, and he's certainly showing he has the skills in the cage here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. He's tough. He's, you know, to want to carry on after taking, you know, a good minute's worth of solid punishment like that. It shows heart, and you know, a semi-contact sport is MMA is not. So this is a tough battle so far.
Absolutely. Both fighters ready for the third round. McAleenan a little bit slow to come out this time, and I'm sure he owes that to the barrage that he received at the hands of McCarron in the second round.
Yep, he's definitely lost a bit of that spring in his step, but he's aggressive to start round 3.
Yep. He's managed to start all 3 rounds now with some strikes. With his takedown attempt, there could be threatened with a guillotine there by McAleenan. He seems to have his right hand deep.
McCarron's looking for the takedown again. He's got McAleenan on the fence, and he's trying to pull them legs out to put his man on his back.
McCarron continues to apply pressure. Looks like McAleenan is trying to work his way around and take the back.
Yep, McCarron is wise to it though and stops him stepping that leg around.
McCarron still working for this takedown by the fence.
He's really relentless with his takedowns, is McCarron, and he gets it. That's his reward for all the hard work on the fence.
This has been the tempo of the previous 2 rounds. Looks like there's a threat of a triangle choke there from McAleenan on bottom.
Yep, McCarron needs to keep that bottom leg trapped to eliminate the triangle, and he's done that by passing his left knee, past the guard. So now he's in the half guard. There's no triangle threat there anymore.
And McCarron continuing to work around as what we described as a familiar pattern in the first couple of rounds. And the question would be, can McAleenan get back on top or get back to his feet?
Looking to work that left arm underneath the neck. But McCarron's done a great job of defending the choke in every round so far. So it leads me to believe if that's what McAleenan wants to do in round 3, then it's not really going to work for him. I think he needs to try and get back to his feet.
Some nice shots from McCarron now from side mount, or sorry, from half guard. Landed a stiff right hand from the bottom position, from the top position. As McAleenan continues to try and move around and get out from underneath.
Really impressed with McCarron's top control. He's done a great job of stuffing McAleenan's movement there and just keeping his position, and now he's working to a bit more posture, so maybe we can see some bigger strikes coming off.
As you said, Jay, McCarron continues to throw strikes from the top. Yep. McAleenan tries to restore his guard. Looks like he might be able to do so. But tonight again by McCarron, looking to pass.
McAleenan so far in round 3 has not really sustained any damage from the bottom. But when you're stuck on the bottom like this, it doesn't sway favourable in the eyes of the judges. So, you know, if he wants to have a chance of winning the fight, you know, this is not going to work for him.
He's trying to work out now through the back door to get on top. As we hear the buzzer for the 3rd round.
Yep, another solid round there for McCarron. Good takedowns, great top position, nice work, and I think his wrestling's probably won in the fight here.
Let's head for the official decision inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by unanimous decision,